Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine with good health. This lockdown period has been a new experience for all of us. The first month of lockdown was very interesting. We enjoyed a lot. I hope you also played with your brothers and sisters, woke up late and studied nothing. Your mama must have prepared many delicious dishes for you. We learned also many things like dancing, painting, drawing and many creative things. But slowly we all were sad. You started missing your school, your friends, your teacher, isn't it? Yes, we all were scared of Corona. I hope you all are following safety measures and taking care of yourself and your family members. This fight against coronavirus will be tough for all of us. But we pray and study together and surely we will win this fight. Children, you could not come to school due to this virus. So we reach to you through your mobile phones. So dear students, I hope you will enjoy studying with me. I am your English teacher. My name is Mrs. Sushma Pandey. Dear students, we just imagine we all are surrounded by beautiful elements of nature like mountains, rivers, lakes and many more amazing things. The most important part of our nature are plants and trees. So, today we will learn about the little plant. This is the little plant. Children, have you seen seeds at your home? Yes, there are many seeds in your mama's kitchen like peanuts, gram, wheat, corn, many things, many seeds are there in your mama's kitchen. Where does mama keep all these seeds? Yes, mama keeps all these seeds in a container. Tell me one thing, does seed grow in a container? No, seed does not grow in a container. Seed needs soil to grow, as you can see in this picture. So, our today's very first poem of your semester 1 book is The Little Plant. Children, I will read this poem. You also repeat after me. In the heart of a seed, in the heart of a seed, buried deep, so deep, buried deep, so deep, a tiny little plant, a tiny little plant, lay fast asleep, lay fast asleep. In the heart of a seed, buried deep, so deep, a tiny little plant, lay fast asleep. It means a seed is buried under the soil and sleeping politely. A tiny little plant lay fast asleep means inside the seed. In the middle part of the seed, a small plant is sleeping and it is not ready to come above the soil. In this stanza, we got two word meanings, buried and lay. B-U-R-I-E-D. B-U-R-I-E-D. It means put deep into the ground. You can understand easily with this picture. B-U-R-I-E-D, buried, means put deep into the ground. L-A-Y, lay. L-A-Y, lay. It means was lying in a flat position. Was lying in a flat position. Now we will move to second stanza. Wakes at the sunshine and creep to the light. Wakes at the sunshine and creep to the light. In this stanza, we learn that sun rays and raindrops are saying to the little plant, "Come on, wake up." Means seed needs sunshine and water to grow into a plant. Like we all need food, water and air to grow. In this stanza, again we got two word meanings, creep and bright. C-R-E-E-P, creep. It means move slowly. As you can see in that picture, the plant is moving slowly, slowly. It is growing up slowly, slowly. C-R-E-E-P, creep. It means move slowly. Bright, B-R-I-G-H-T, bright, B-R-I-G-H-T, bright, it means shining. Now, this is the third and last stanza of the poem. The little plant heard and it rose to see. The little plant heard and it rose to see. What the wonderful outside world might be. What the wonderful outside world might be. The little plant heard and it rose to see. The little plant heard and it rose to see. What the wonderful outside world might be. What the wonderful outside world might be. In this stanza, the little plant heard and it rose to see means little plant got the sunshine and raindrops, water, seed got and it ready to sprout. Now slowly, slowly our little plant comes out above the ground to see this wonderful and beautiful world around it. In this stanza, again we got one more word meaning. Rose, R-O-S-E, rose. It means moved from a lower position to a higher position. You can understand easily from this picture. Slowly, slowly, a seed is growing up into a little plant. Rose, R-O-S-E, rose means moved from a lower position to higher position. So children, I hope you understood this poem. Now we will move to the exercise which is given in your textbook. I hope you all have completed this. We will here just revise it. Here true and false in the boxes. We will just revise it. A tiny plant lay fast asleep in the grass. Is it correct? No, it is false. A seed needs sunshine and rain to grow. Yes, this is true. The raindrops are shining. Yes, this is also true. The little plant rose to see the clouds in the sky. No, it is false. The little plant heard the words of the wonderful word. This is false. Now, here two question answers are also given. We will revise these question answer. What is the title of the poem? What is the title of the poem? Title means what is the name of the poem. So, as you all know, the name of the poem. So, we will say the title of the poem is The Little Plant. The title of the poem is The Little Plant. What is the name of the poet? As I said in the beginning, the poet name Kate Louise Brown. So what is the answer of this question? The name of the poet is Kate Louise Brown. Here some vocabulary is there. We have to find out. Here two columns are given there and we have to find out the opposite word of this column from here. Now first word, inside it is given Opposite of inside is outside. Awake. Opposite of awake is asleep. Dull. Opposite of dull is bright. Light. Opposite of light is dark. Tiny. Tiny means very small. Opposite of tiny is huge. Huge means very big. Now, children, I hope you all have studied noun in your previous class. So just we will recall it. Nouns are naming words. What are nouns? Nouns are naming words. Everything around us has a name. So, nouns are names of persons, places, things and animals. One more time we will repeat it. Everything around us has a name. So, nouns are the names of persons, places, animals and things. There are so many people around us. All of them have names like boy, teacher, woman, farmer. Some places around us like park, hospital, church. These are the names of places. All animals also have names. Dog, cat, cow, tiger. So here we will again repeat it. Nouns. A noun is a person, place, animal or thing. You can understand with these examples easily. Person can be girl, boy, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, and Mrs. Jones. Place, school, home, playground, zoo. Animal, dog, bee, frog, cow, lizard. Things, book, flower, shoe, pencil. So this is all about noun. Now we will move to the types of noun. This year you have different types of noun. In your syllabus we have 4 types of noun. First is proper noun, common noun, abstract noun and collective noun. Once again, proper noun, common noun, abstract noun and collective noun. In this lesson you have common noun. So we will just learn about common noun. A common noun is the word that names a class of person, animal, place or thing. A common noun is the word that names a class of person, animal, place or thing. It means there are in your class boys and girls. So all boys and all girls. If we say about boys, the boys are common noun. If we call Aditya, Aditya is not common noun. Though he is a boy, but Aditya is proper noun. If I call girls, so girls are common noun. But if I call only Aditi, so Aditi is not common noun. Aditi is proper noun. So here boys and girls, these are a common noun. I will say about schools. There are many schools in our city. So all schools are common noun. But if I say St. Joseph's Convent, it is a proper noun. So here you can easily understand what is common noun. Now you can understand with these examples also. Example, ball, desk, plane, fan, boy, girl. There are many. Ball can be small, big, white, red. These all words comes in proper common noun. So here some sentences are given. Bucket is filled with water. So here bucket and water are common noun. Children should drink milk daily. Children and milk are common noun. Alex is a wonderful player. Here player is common noun. He reads newspaper every day. paper is common noun. This is the exercise given in your book. Now we will revise it once again. Noun, common nouns, words that name persons, things, animal or places are called naming words or noun. Here we will read these words. Persons, boy, teacher, mother. Things, car, milk, banana. Animals, lion, eagle, parrot. Places, bedroom, town, playground. All the above words are common nouns. They are names of persons, things, animals or places of the same kind. They begin with a small letter. This is the most important thing to remember. Common noun always start with small letter. It is not capitalized. Here are some words are given, as you can see. We have to separate these words according to their category. So person, thing, animal, place. Now sandwich will come under the thing. Tiger will come here in animal. Uncle comes under person. Airplane, things. Toothbrush, things. Shopkeeper, person. Street, place. Friend, person. Brother, person. Forest, the name of place. Will come here. Hen, animal. Butterfly, also animal. School will come in under place. Fish, animal. Comb, thing. Zoo is also a name of place. I hope you all have understood common noun. Now we will revise this exercise once again. The peacock is dancing in the field. We have to underline the common noun. What is common noun here? Peacock and field. My grandmother tells us a story every evening. So we will underline grandmother. A bee makes honey. What is common noun here? Bee and knee. Her uncle is a doctor. What are common nouns here? Uncle and doctor. The bus is standing at the corner of the street. So common noun is bus and street. Our house has 5 rooms, 10 windows and 6 doors. Here rooms, windows and doors all are common noun. I hope you all have understood all these exercises and poem. So I am going to conclude this session by giving this homework. Learn the full poem, The Little Plant. Learn and write all word meaning. Practice the exercise which is given